Both wrestlers just tagging each other, keeping a touch of distance.
Honestly, it's mesmerizing watching them trading those blows, looking for those angles. They're so light and on their feet.
It is a very explosive weight category, 57 kilos, and here we go. Aman's
deep on the legs, his head's on the mat. He's gonna have to lift himself up if he wants to come back to neutral, just like that.
Referee asked to see more from VsSmanBekav, and he didn't get it, so the Kyrgyzstan wrestler put on the clock.
And for the Kyrgyzstans watching at home, you might think, well, why is my athlete on the clock? And, you know, we've seen a lot of offensive pressure and steps forward from Aman. And in this first minute, when we don't see any takedowns or any action, that's really what the referees are looking for.
And Aman, despite being a young man, he's a wily character, and he just knows how to gain an advantage in a tight exchange.
Aman's from the province of Haryana in India, comes from a pedigree of his country being great wrestlers, and then he doesn't get quite finished on the leg, and VsSmanBekav gets the go behind.
Now we've seen VsSmanBekav fire a shot, and he gets the two. Good counter.
And a nice little elbow pull to that single leg. So effortless from Aman. Great response.
Now he's going to work, trying to add to this tally.
He's got a trapped arm gut wrench, and this could be deadly. Loses the arm. No points there for either wrestler.
Really open first 3 minutes, Erica, and very enjoyable.
It's great to see the action from both of those wrestlers really looking to score. I remember being in the Indian Pro Wrestling League, and my coach turns to me as I walk out my first match, and he's like, "Erica, win." And I remember thinking, yeah, I want to win too, but how? I'm sure these coaches know their athletes a little bit better, and it's here giving them really good technical advice in that corner, thinking about those angles and those redirects.
That is fantastic.
That assertive
advice at the last minute.
That assertive head nod as Kyrgyzstan walks back to the center.
Other than win, though, Erica, from the Indian corner here, what has Aman got to do against VsSmanBekav?
I think his coaches and he himself are looking to open up this wrestling. We know he has more in the tank. We know he has quite the repertoire of technical moves, and I think we're going to see him getting to that action.
Gets the double, gets the 2 points to go with it from the takedown.
He's putting that right leg on his hip, which is going to allow him to control the right leg as he looks to get the other. VsSmanBekav did a great job of crawling forward and closing out that opportunity.
As long as he's in touch, he's very dangerous, VsSmanBekav. Aman leaving himself open there, and VsSmanBekav says thank you very much. And what can he work from here?
He's got the gut wrench gripped. And just that, tap on the back. Okay, let's get back to standing.
Point the difference now in the gold medal contest. India and Kyrgyzstan.
And there's no quitting here from Aman. He continues to pressure forward. He gets, again, that right side single, and he's looking to get the takedown. And he's looking to transition to turn, which I think is really important here. He runs out of real estate, but they're coming back to the center of the mat. He's reopened that 3-point lead.
Quite a few opportunities haven't gone the distance because the second activity, the third, hasn't been able to be executed by both these wrestlers. And again, Aman has to go back to the center.
But Aman here is on an absolute campaign. Every step he takes is moving forward. He's continuing to pressure VsSmanBekav. And VsSmanBekav's not really being able to get into his flow.
Changing his levels so well, the Indian. Low and high, and now low again. Gets both legs.
He makes the adjustment here, and he's in that double, but he's continuing to build himself up. VsSmanBekav just has no response to that power.
9-4 now for Aman. Great position this, 5 points the difference, and looking for more. But we'll have a medical pause. The doctors will come on and tidy up Aman because the referee spotted some blood, I think.
It can be frustrating. We saw that frustration on Aman's face there. He's like, I'm fine to keep going. He wipes that blood off, and he wants to get back in the center of the mat. And look at the power of his veins in his shoulders.
He's someone who has a wider wingspan than it might look like when you see him walking towards the mat. He can really shoot out and penetrate for the legs from a position you don't think he's got the range in, and yet somehow he does it.
The fears too is Aman here, he knows this. He's had a great flow in this match and a great pressure, and he doesn't want that to be disrupted by too much blood time. He wants to get back to the center. He wants to keep wrestling to continue what he's been doing.
Last throws approaching of this gold medal contest. Aman and India in control. Can VsSmanBekav change the direction of this? He'll have to go very quickly indeed. Aman doing what he needs to do, just dancing around, staying out of harm's way. As VsSmanBekav comes for him, he can even go in for a step out if needed to, but he doesn't want to do that. Look at the evasion from the Indian. It is the first gold of the night to India. And this Indian teenager, Aman, who has wrestled so well today and has come up against VsSmanBekav, who has got all the street smarts you might expect from a 25-year-old who's been on the scene a fair while.